Imagine quitting sugar for 30 days, and by the end, your brain feels calmer, your skin looks clearer, your cravings disappear, and fruit tastes like candy. Sounds fake, right? But that's exactly what happens when you cut processed sugar, even for just 1 month. Most people think sugar only affects body fat, but the truth is, processed sugar hijacks your hunger, energy, hormones, and even your mood. Processed sugar is added sugar. Things like soda, candy, pastries, sweet cereals, and sugary snacks. These foods spike your blood sugar fast, trigger insulin, and overload your brain's reward system. And over time, they train your body to crave more while feeling worse. So what happens when you remove them for 30 days? Let's break it down. The first week is the hardest, because sugar stimulates dopamine, the same reward chemical linked to addictive habits. Research shows that highly sweet foods activate the brain's reward pathways, making cravings stronger over time. So when you stop suddenly, your body reacts. You may feel headaches, fatigue, intense cravings. This is your brain adjusting to lower dopamine stimulation. Normally, processed sugar causes rapid spikes followed by crashes. Those crashes create hunger, low energy, and mood swings. By removing sugar, you reduce that roller coaster. Even though cravings are strong in week 1, your insulin levels are already starting to stabilize, and that sets the stage for everything that happens next. By week 2, many people notice more stable energy. Why? Because without repeated sugar spikes, your blood glucose becomes more controlled. That means fewer crashes during the day. Instead of high energy, crash, cravings, repeat. Your body shifts toward a steadier fuel supply. Studies show that reducing added sugar improves insulin sensitivity, allowing cells to regulate blood sugar more effectively. This often leads to fewer afternoon crashes, reduced brain fog, better focus, and because insulin is calming down, your body starts burning stored energy more efficiently. That's when cravings begin fading. Around week 3, something surprising happens. Sweet foods start tasting too sweet. That's because your taste receptors adapt. When you constantly eat processed sugar, your brain normalizes high sweetness. Natural foods like fruit seem bland. But after a few weeks without processed sugar, your sensitivity returns. Now strawberries taste sweeter. Bananas taste like dessert. Lower sugar intake may reduce inflammation markers in the body. Excess sugar is linked to increased inflammation, which affects energy, recovery, and even skin. That's why by week 3, some people notice less bloating, clearer skin, better digestion. Not because sugar is toxic, but because your body is no longer dealing with constant inflammatory stress. By week 4, the biggest changes happen at the hormonal level. Chronically high sugar intake keeps insulin elevated. And elevated insulin can increase fat storage and disrupt hunger hormones like leptin and ghrelin. That means you feel hungry even when you've eaten enough. But after several weeks without processed sugar, insulin improves, hunger signals normalize. Appetite becomes easier to control. You start eating because of real hunger, not cravings. This is one reason many people lose body fat naturally after cutting sugar. Not because they diet harder, but because their hunger hormones become more accurate. There's also evidence that reducing added sugar improves triglycerides and metabolic health markers. So after 30 days, your body is often managing hunger better, regulating energy better, storing less excess fat. And that creates real momentum. After 30 days without processed sugar, most people report fewer cravings, steadier energy, better focus, improved appetite control, less bloating, and the biggest benefit, freedom. Because processed sugar stops controlling your decisions. You're no longer trapped in the cycle of craving, binge, crash, repeat. Instead, your body starts responding normally again. That's the real transformation.